Guys, welcome back to my channel. Marina here, and I'm excited to welcome you to another video. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Marina. I make videos from Saskatoon in Canada where I share information that makes settling into life in Canada seamless for newcomers. If this is information that you'll be interested in, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you know every time I upload new content. To my returning subscribers, my OGs, welcome back guys. Always such a pleasure to have you here. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be talking about something that hit me recently. Like, I've been getting a lot of mails recently from people, professionals who are newly landed in Canada and they're thinking about switching from their existing careers to the administrative pathway, and they want to know, how can I go about this? Most of the people who reach out to me already have degrees, they already have careers in other areas, but they're looking to become administrators in Canada, and they were asking me like, Marina, how did you do it? Or what's the first thing that you think I should do? And this past week, it was Administrative Professionals Week in Canada. I think the exact day was April 21st, where it was Administrative Professionals Day. It's just a day that's set aside to recognize the work, the efforts that administrators put into the workplace all over Canada and just celebrate them, okay? So, and I thought in the spirit of Administrative Professionals Week, this would be a good time to talk about the administrative pathway and what you need to know as a newcomer or as somebody who's looking to switch from your existing career to the administrative pathway. If this is information that you're interested in, you know what to do. Definitely keep watching. I'm just going to put out there is that administration is an in-demand profession. Regardless of the province that you're in, chances are organizations are almost always looking for administrators. If you go on job boards like LinkedIn and Sask Jobs for Saskatchewan or Monster, you will find that there are always openings for administrators. So it's an in-demand profession. It is not a regulated profession. If you already have previous admin experience, it's an advantage. If you already have previous admin education, it's an advantage. But what I almost always advise people is take additional education in Canada. The truth is, the administrative diplomas or the administrative certifications that are done in Canada are very hands-on. They teach you what exactly you need to know to be able to function in a Canadian workplace. And guys, as somebody who has had administrative experience from outside of Canada and now have administrative experience inside Canada, and I've taken administrative education inside Canada, I will tell you that that education is absolutely important, guys. Things are not going to be the way you know it from your home country. For me, I'm originally from Nigeria, for those of you who are new here, and administration is very different here than the way it is in Nigeria. There's some things that you will have to learn specifically for the Canadian workplace because there are laws that govern some things like file management. I didn't even know that there were laws that surrounded the kind of documents you can keep, how long you can keep documents, how far back you are able to retrieve records. So the training you're going to get is going to cover that kind of information. So that's something to keep in mind to get additional education. And the additional education that you can get can either be a business administration certificate or an administrative diploma. The programs can range anywhere from 7 months to 2 years. In some places the program can be like 9 months, but if you already have like a university degree, you have the option of doing it in an accelerated format, so you can finish in 9 months, in 7 months, what other people would do in 9 months. Okay, in some other places the diplomas can go as long as 2 years. I've compared the two of them and the curriculum seemed about the same, but it was 2 years because it was at a learn at your own pace kind of program. Okay, but if you're going in class, it can be anywhere from 9 months to 1 year or 18 months at the latest. That's the kind of education you want to consider getting. Now, one of the beautiful things about the administrative pathway in Canada is that you have the option to specialize. Back in Nigeria, where I come from, an administrator can be an administrator anywhere, like in a corporate organization, in a hospital, in a bank, in a law firm. You don't need any special education to be able to work in specific places. That's how it is in Nigeria, right? With your university degree, you can go and be an administrator anywhere and learn on the job. But here in Canada, the administrative pathway gives you the option to specialize. When you're taking the program, you can take general courses that are foundational that any administrator needs to know, and then you have the option of taking specialized courses that will now help you to be an administrator in certain fields. For instance, you can take foundational administrative courses and then take add-on legal courses to be a legal assistant or to be a legal administrative assistant, right? In some other places, you can take medical courses. After you have taken the foundational courses, you can take medical add-on to help you be a medical administrative assistant or a medical assistant. Like those people that you meet when you go into the hospital, is not the same kind of education. They have to learn things that are specific to the medical field so that they're able to function in those roles. Now, there are some people who take additional education to be able to be clinical assistants. Clinical assistants are one level ahead of medical assistants. Those are the people you meet in the hospital that they're able to take like your vitals, check your temperature, check your weight and things like that. Clinical assistants can fit in those roles because they take additional courses to qualify them to do those things. And then of course with medical admin and clinical admin, they have to think learn things like CPR and first aid and those things. And then for the legal guys, they have to learn like legal terminology, learn about law and things like that. So you have the option of branching into whatever area you like. Okay, another area that I find that people are interested in specializing in is becoming executive assistants. So while you have taken the foundational courses, like I said, you can take additional courses to help you become an executive assistant. Executive assistants are like, that's where you find like the assistants to like CEOs and managers and VPs and things like that. They have to take additional education. They have to take additional specialized courses to help them function in those roles. So administrative assistant is broad. And I think the beautiful thing about being an administrative assistant is you can take the foundational courses and decide that, you know what, I don't want to specialize right now. I just want to do the regular admin assistant courses. And then a couple of years down the line, you're like, you know what, I'm now interested in exploring the medical line. You can now go and take the specialized medical courses on top of the foundational courses that you already would have taken, and you can transition into the medical field. So it's a bit broad. I like the fact that you have options of where to specialize in, and in some places you have education that you can take to become the human resources assistant, you know. So you take the foundational courses and then you take HR courses, specialized HR courses on top of the foundational courses, and you can become HR assistant. So there are a number of options available to you if you're looking to become an administrator. What I would advise anybody who's looking to transition into the administrative field is to first figure out, what do you want long term? What are you looking at? What are your goals? Right? What kind of education do you need to achieve those goals? Because I know people, like when I was back in school taking my own administrative diploma, there were people whose goals were to take those courses, take legal courses, work for a while, and maybe get an employer who will be interested in paying for further education for them to go to school and get like core legal education. But the legal administrative education that they took provided like a foundation. It provided a pathway to that long-term goal. So for somebody like that who's interested in legal, you know from the get-go that legal administrative education is what you want to be looking at. So figure out what your goals are. What do you want to do long term? Do you want to just do the general admin assistant course right now, and then maybe down the line you would like to specialize? Map out a plan. What is the plan? Okay, I hear people say, oh, I want to go into admin because it's easy and it's quick and it's very easy to get a job as an admin assistant. While that is correct, you also need to consider the fact that it's an in-demand profession means that there will be high competition as well. Okay, so while you're taking the education, don't treat it anyhow because you feel no matter what, I'll be able to get a job because this is in demand and jobs are easy to come by. The jobs are easy to come by, but the people who are the most prepared for those jobs are the ones that get it. So you want to pay extra attention when you're getting that diploma. Pay attention to your grades, pay attention to these things. They might be teaching you things that are familiar, but it will pay you to learn how it is done in Canada. Because guys, whether we like it or not, grades go a long way. It plays a role in the kind of jobs that you get. So you want to pay extra attention, give it your all so that you're graduating with your best results. And guys, as a newcomer in Canada, as somebody who's not Canadian born, you almost always have to do twice as much to prove yourself. So that's not the point where you want to go into school and treat it anyhow. You will not be able to really fit in. That's the truth. If you don't pay the most attention, if you don't really push yourself to want to be the best at what you're trying to do, you might struggle. And another reason why you want to pay attention to the grades is that a lot of schools have what is called like career placement opportunities. That means when you graduate from school, the schools have like programs where they link their graduates and employers. If you do not pay attention to your grades, you guys, you will be considered last. That's the truth. Because if an employer reaches out to me as a school owner to say, can you recommend 5 administrative assistants for me, and I'm looking through the records and I see people who have like overall averages of maybe like 90%, and then they now see me that has like 60%, who do you think they'll consider first? Of course, they'll recommend the people with the 90s before they recommend the people with the 60s, because the school also wants to look good in the eyes of employers to say, hey, we're churning out good graduates, right? So that they can continue to come back to me to provide graduates to them. There are schools that have arrangements with organizations like that where we are going to employ all your graduates. You don't want to now be the one that they have to beg to say accept this one because the result was poor, you know. So that's another reason why you need to pay attention. Administration almost always needs a bit of personality in Canada, so this is where you want to shine. The job is going to give you an opportunity to bring out like the friendliness. You need that friendly persona to be able to function as administrator in Canada. Honestly, you're not going to pick up the phone, somebody saying what you don't like and you hang up on them. It is going to be bad rep for your organization, and you do not want that. People are very particular about how they are treated here. So as an administrator, you become like the front face in certain departments, you become the front face of certain organizations, and you want to be sure that you're not the one who's giving the organization a bad name, because all people have to do is just go on Google and write a nasty review, and that's it. The impression is out there. So you want to be learn that part. I know I did learn that in school. There was the part where we had to do like interpersonal relations, where you learn how to talk to people, tone of voice, the pace at which you speak, and things like that. That the education goes that hands-on. Okay, well, this is the kind of education that you need to function as an administrator in Canada. The compensation for administrators now, depending on the area of specialization, because I know that the people who specialize sometimes earn more than the people who just get the general admin education. The salary range that administrators can earn can range anywhere from between 35,000 all the way to 70,000 yearly. I know administrative assistants who are administrators, like executive assistants, who earn up to 70 to 75,000 dollars a year. Okay, so it totally depends on you. It totally depends on the education you have and the years of experience that you have. I just thought this was information I could bring to you just to let you know the available options to you if you're looking at being an administrator in Canada. I have a video on my channel where I've talked about how to find a job. I have another video where I've talked about adjusting to life in a Canadian workplace. I'm going to be linking those 2 videos in the description. If you're looking for a job, you're a newcomer, you want to be an administrator, and you don't know how to find the job, I'm going to be linking those 2 videos in the description box. You will find them extremely helpful. I hope you do. You will find them very helpful, so that might be a good place to start. And if after you have watched those videos you still have questions that you would like me to tackle, please do well to leave a comment in the comment section or send me an email. My email address is always in the description box in all my videos. Okay, you will find my email address there. Send me an email and I'll get to the email in the shortest time possible. Well, before I end this video, I just want to say a huge happy Administrative Professionals Week to all administrators in Canada. Thank you for all that you do to keep your offices, your organizations, your teams running. Your efforts and all the work that you put in does not go unnoticed. Okay, keep being the best, keep being you, and keep pushing. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button and join our family. And until I come your way in my next video, it is Marina saying thank you and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.